Hello, Namaste, Salam, Sat Sri Akal. I am Govind and welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Well-Led Sahasrabuddhe. I hope you guys are doing well and staying safe at your home. This video, as you might have seen the thumbnail, about the precautionary measures to do before starting off your welding machine, cutting machine and robotic welding. Just like we are taking precautionary steps in our day-to-day life now due to this lockdown, like sanitizing your hands, cleaning your hands every now and then, not going out until and unless it is very necessary to go outside, and maintain the utmost hygiene that is possible from our end. In the same manner, before starting the machines after lockdown, there are few precautionary steps which has to be taken so as to avoid any additional problems or additional faults that might come if these steps are not taken properly. So there are the three verticals that I am going to talk on. Firstly is of precautionary steps on welding machine, manual one. Second is going to be precautionary steps for CNC cutting machine. And third is going to be precautionary steps required for robotic welding machine. So we'll start with the manual welding machine first. There are like 6 to 7 steps you can say in the manual welding machine. So the first step is common for everyone, that is you have to check the input supply that is within the limit what is required for a welding machine, for a CNC cutting machine and a robotic welding machine. So it should be between 415 volts plus minus 10%. You have to check that first. Second step is to visually see that the cables that are coming from the input supply to the machine are not cut and are okay, which are not having any kind of cuts. This is the second step. Third step is very important. What you have to do in third step, you have to just take out all the three panels of the welding machine, the top panel, the side panels, both the side panels, and you have to clean the dust what have been accumulated inside the welding machine for sure, along with a blower or a air which is not containing any kind of moisture. You have to thoroughly take out all the dust, whatever has been settled on the PCBs, on the IGBTs, on all the whatever possible places are there in the machine. You have to just clean it off well. This is the third step. Fourth step, you have to again visually check that there is not any kind of cut inside the machine because of the rats, or there are not any kind of rat, lizard or any kind of other insect that has been there in the machine. You have to check that also visually. Once that is done, you have to close the complete machine. These are the 4 steps. Fifth step is to check the connection between the welding machine and the wire feeder are okay or not okay. Once this is done, the final step you have to do is that take out the welding torch, remove the liner out of it, clean the liner thoroughly again with the high pressure of air, put it back, clean the wire feeder as well, and then if all the steps have been done and nothing is found out faulty, you can start the machine. If you find anything faulty related to now for OTC machines, there are error systems which are there. If there is any kind of fault, the errors will flash on the display of the machine. So one can easily troubleshoot, as everything is given in the service manual how to troubleshoot the machine. So this was a part for welding machine. So coming towards our next part, that is precautionary measures required to be taken before starting the CNC cutting machine. In this also there are only few steps, like 6 or 7 steps which has to be done. So the first step is the common one. You have to see whether the input supply is okay or not. Second one, you have to check that all the cables are fine and they are not cut. Third one, along with CNC machine, there is also one control panel. So that control panel needs to be cleaned. just like you have cleaned the welding source with the blower or dry air, same procedure you have to follow it over here with a low pressure. If required, use a cotton. So this is the third step. Fourth step, if your CNC cutting machine is having a chilling unit, so if the chilling unit is there might be chances that there will be a liquid or a coolant in the chilling unit which might be there before lockdown. So flush it out completely, add up a new coolant, new liquid in that, and then start the machine, or then use the plasma torch, or else there is a chance that you might damage your plasma torch. So avoid doing that. So this is the fourth step. Fifth step, clean or replace if possible all the plasma consumers of your plasma torch. Sixth step, there are oil filter and gas filter at the inputs of the CNC machine. Check whether they are functional or not to avoid the getting in of moisture or oil in the machine. Thoroughly check that. Seventh point, and the most important point of all, if there are gas hoses in your factory, check the gas hoses are not having any kind of leakage, they are not cut before starting anything, because if at all there will be a cut or a leakage, there is a high chance, if you are not having any kind of flashback arresters at your factory, there is a high chance that it might catch fire. So all the steps are mandatory, but this is the most important step is what I feel, and this you should thoroughly check that this should be done at the priority. So this is the seventh step. Eighth step is to clean the rail and rack of transverse and longitudinal axis properly in a proper manner. And the final step of all of it is that to disengage your rack or the pinion and try to move the gantry smoothly along with your hand without any load and see whether it is moving freely or not. If at all it is not moving freely, then it is suggested that you might need to change the block. So for this process, do get in touch with your local person who is taking care of your machine. So this was all about the precautionary measures needed to be taken for the CNC cutting machine. Now coming towards the robotic part, there are a lot of steps that I have told you till now, out of which the common ones, you know, that the input supply, visually checking of the cables, then cleaning of the power source or the panel, whatever it is. These three steps are common for all the machines, be it the welding machine, be it the cutting machine or robotic welding machine. What additional in robotic welding machine are the two major steps. So your robot has been standing for a long time. There is a chances that the batteries might get drained. So there is battery in the controller and one battery in the CPU. So these two batteries needs to be checked or replaced before starting the robot. So once this is done, start the robot, let it complete, let the pendant show you the complete screen. If there is no error, well and good. If there is an error, you need to troubleshoot that. If there is no error, the process to start the robot is to first get it down to the speed of playback time of 40%. So as to not give the immediate load to the robot as it has been standing for the long time. So once you get it down to the 40%, run it at least for 2 to 3 hours in the same speed of 40%. And after that, if there is no issue, then you can get the robot back to the speed what you want or what has been authorized to do the complete part. So this was in small precautionary measures what I think you should be doing at your end. If you find my video kind of helpful for you, informative for you, and it might be useful for you, please share this with your colleagues, share this with your friends who are working at the other factory. It might be helpful for them as well. And as always, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, The Welded Sahasrabudhe. Love, well.